What up, world? Robert Jordan Hunt here, and welcome to Bruno-Vision, a deep dive into the career of Bruce Willis by yours truly. Last I left you, we had just learned how Bruce Willis, rising comedy star, had landed the role of hardened yet vulnerable detective John McClane and became an instant icon of the action genre with the release of Die Hard. Thanks to that film's success, Bruce could basically do any movie he wanted to next. Although, I promise you, Hollywood was very eager to cash in on those newly minted action bona fides. But rather than cash in and immediately sign on for Die Hard 2, Bruce wanted to flex his acting muscles a bit. And I mean, he had just successfully gone from comedy star to action icon in one move, so why not try again? So for his next role, he chose to play Emmett Smith. No, not that one. No, I'm talking about this guy, a fictional Vietnam vet dealing with the fog of war in the film In Country. Now, before we get into the film itself, I do just want to point out how that, at least on paper, this move made a lot of sense for Bruce to make it from action star to legit actor. The film was being directed by 7-time Academy Award nominee Norman Jewison and written by the Academy Award-winning writers of Dog Day Afternoon and Cool Hand Luke. This movie had legit pedigree behind it. Plus, films that dealt with the Vietnam War were very popular with audiences and critics alike at the time. Like, for example, Platoon had just won the Best Picture Oscar 2 years prior and grossed well over $100 million in the US. Let's f***ing go, said Bruno. Released during award season in 1989, In Country follows recent high school graduate Samantha, who yearns to learn more about her father who died in the Vietnam War by asking her uncle Emmett, played by Willis, who has his own demons from the war to deal with. This film's heart is absolutely in the right place in that it wants to shed light to all the damage done to the young men who fought and often gave their lives. Fortunately, the film and characters just come off as sappy and hokey to the extreme, especially the lead performance from actress Emily Lloyd, which borders on parody and honestly feels better suited for the Andy Griffith Show.
Aww.
It didn't help that most of the other war pictures at the time, like Born on the 4th of July and Casualties of War, displayed the horrors and consequences of war with absolute seriousness, making the sappy nature of In Country all the more apparent. But, once again, our boy Bruce comes out unscathed. In fact, Bruno is actually great here. Nobody wears regret like Willis. With a look and a single sigh, we can feel and understand every emotion Emmett has gone through, and it feels real and true every second he's on screen. The film even lets him run a gamut of emotions here, like sad, funny, drunk, charming, badass, all of which Willis conveys with ease. It's truly a wonderfully dramatic performance from the movie star. And again, the fact that Bruce did this just after Die Hard shows just how interested he was in being taken seriously as an actor. Also, it marks the beginning of a long history of working with top-tier directors. Mamma.
Yeah.
When all was said and done, In Country grossed a paltry $3 million at the box office, and it was mostly ignored by critics too, but they at least gave what little praise they had to Willis's performance, and the actor even got a Golden Globe nomination for his work, back when that meant something. Now, I know I said I wouldn't be covering any, voiceover or cameo roles in Willis's career, but I just think it's important to note that 1989 wasn't all bad for our guy. Look Who's Talking, in which Bruce supplies a voiceover to a baby being raised by John Travolta and Kirstie Alley, was a major hit at the box office, grossing over $140 million domestically and almost $300 million worldwide. A hit is a hit is a hit, okay? Besides, all that good publicity helps squander the disappointment that was In Country. So, since Bruce had essentially swung and missed, at least in the public's eyes, it seemed it was time to go back to what works, and thus brings us to Die Hard 2, Die Harder. The best for next time. Folks, if you like what you saw, please rate, review, subscribe. It helps. I'm so excited to keep this journey going and to talk about Die Hard 2 next time. So until then, bye.